Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the America's Army League Euro Nations Cup group unveiling. It's the group stage draw for the new cup. With me today, I have the founder of America's Army League. It is the one and only Rambo. Hello, Rambo.
Hello, everybody.
Hope you're doing well. So, a new 2v2 cup is coming up. We're starting this Sunday. I'm very excited. We got 5 custom-made maps just for this tournament, made by 7Max. Wonderful job. You might know his work from Raptus. We're going to be looking into those later after we put all the groups in the right tiers and stuff. When we're done with that, we'll fly through the maps and go through those so you can check those out. It's going to be awesome. With that said, my name is Glory to God. Welcome, and we'll quickly go through how it works. So each player on the America's Army League website has points. They accumulate these points by playing tournaments and cups, and those points determine their position in the groups. So there's 4 tiers. Tier 1 is the highest points, and then tier 2 the next 4. And so forth. Let's take a look at the groups. So Italy is leading the pack. They are the highest of them all, leading with 38.87. Close behind is Finland with 37.80. Well done, guys. Really high. So they've been performing very well over the last couple of years in the tournaments. The British Isles with 32.32. That said, all the points are based off of the top 2 players. So each team might have more than 2 players, but we're only taking the top 2 players and their points and combining those, and that's what their ranking is based off of. So if we look at the individual points, we see who's leading the pack by a huge amount, which is number 1 player, Ank. You've seen him in the last couple tournaments. Amazing player. So he'll be playing for Team Italy. And a quick explanation, because I kind of skipped over that. The Nations Cup, each player represents their country. So Ank obviously is from Italy, so he will be representing Italy with his friend Lucifero. So they're in tier 1, spot number 1, because they have the highest amount of points. And then close behind again is Finland with Zambo and Ryhard. So that's the way it works. Everybody represents their country, and we're going to have several countries though that have 2 teams because we have too many players. So moving over to the last couple people, which is Poland, Spain, France, Ukraine and Russia, Germany, Netherlands team A, and then Italy team B. Looking very good. Interesting. So the way it works is all the teams, once they are put in their groups, as we can see, we're going to have 4 different groups. Those countries are going to be playing against each other. Every Sunday, we're going to have 2 matches. So instead of our usual 1 cast, we're actually going to be casting 2 matches. Wonderful. They're going to be a whole lot faster, obviously, because they're 2v2. But we're finally going to have 2 matches a day. Very much looking forward to that. So thank you, Mr. Rambo, for this. After the group stages, we'll be going to the playoffs, and as we can see, the teams again will play each other in a best of 3. The group stages and the playoffs are both a best of 3 on the 5 maps. So both teams will get 1 ban. They'll ban a map. They'll go through it, play to 3 matches, hopefully, and then depending on that, the winner will move forward. Loser is out. Isn't that correct, Rambo? Loser is out for good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no elimination bracket. All right. And then ultimately we'll crown. It's going to take about a month and a half to get to the end, and then we'll crown the winner of the European Nations Cup 2021. So let's take a look at the tiers, and this is all based off of the points that we saw earlier today. Tier 1, so these are the top tier teams currently based off of the AL rankings, is going to be Italy, Finland, the British Isles, and Croatia. So those are the top tier teams currently in the 2v2 tournament. they will all be placed in one of the 4 groups. So we're going to randomize one of the 4 into one of the groups, and then we'll go through the rest of the teams so they all find a home in one of the groups. After we distribute Tier 1, we'll go on to Tier 2 and do the exact same thing. We'll distribute those teams into all 4 groups, moving on to Tier 3 and Tier 4. And when those are done, then all the groups will be decided, and that's it. That's done. Those teams will be playing each other in the group stages, and hopefully find each other in the playoffs. Very cool. So really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So many matches, and they're going to be fast paced. And I can't wait to show you the maps that Max made. Super cool. He worked very hard on them, and they look great. And you're going to recognize a couple of them, but others brand new. Super good job. Well done, Max. Big shout out to you. Check him out. 7 Max, wonderful job. Really good job. And also big shout out to Rambo for again bringing us a new tournament. Competition has been dry. It's a dry spell. Over the last couple of years, it's been very dry. And big shout out to Rambo. Good job. So let's go to our randomizer. Well, we got a different app just for this, and we're going to be putting the groups into the Tier 1 teams now into the groups. So as we can see, we have Italy Team A, Finland, the British Isles, and Croatia, all Tier 1 teams. And whenever we press select winner, this is who will go to group number 1. And it will be, drum roll please, the British Isles. So the British Isles are now in group number 1. We're going to have a graphic on the screen later, so you'll see everybody in their correct groups. Don't worry about that. But British Isles is the first Tier 1 team. They'll move on to group number 1. So the next team will be, for group number 2, Finland. So Finland now moves on to group number 2. For the last 2 teams, who's going to go to group number 3? It is going to be Croatia. Croatia is now in group number 3. And so obviously Italy Team A with their number 1 player, Enk, is now in group number 4. So while I grab the next set of teams, it's going to be tier number 2. So tier number 2, group number 1. So playing against the British Isles is going to be Netherlands. The Netherlands Team B will now be put in group number 2. So we're going to take them out. Moving on. Group number 2 for tier 2 is going to be Portugal, led by Arquero. Best player in the game. Sorry, Yank. Now for group number 3. Will it be Germany or Great Britain? Drum roll. It is going to be Great Britain for group number 3. And then Germany, obviously Germany Team B will move on to group number 4. Am I going too fast, Rambo, or are you good?
No, perfect. Don't worry.
Okay. So, for tier 3, we have 4 new teams, and it's going to be the 2 Polish teams, Spain and France. So, group number 1 will be France. France is now in group number 1. Man, these groups are going to be pretty cool, actually. Now for group number 2, we will have Poland Team B. And for the last selection, group number 3 and 4, it's going to be group number 3 will be Spain. Spain has now been put into group number 3. And Poland Team A moves on to group number 4. So the last drawing is going to be tier 4. The tier 4, we have Ukraine and Russia. Germany Team A, Netherlands Team A, and Italy Team B. It is going to be, for group number 1, Italy Team B. They're in last place with 0 points. They suck. No, they don't. They're just brand new, so they have no points. That's why they're in last place. They're now group number 1. Yay! And for the second team, group number 2, Germany Team A. So for the last drawing, group number 3 and 4 will have Netherlands Team A will go to group number 3, which leaves Ukraine and Russia for group number 4. What a group stage. So obviously it's a little hard to put that all on the screen, but we're getting the graphic out right now as we speak. We'll put that on the screen shortly. Those are really interesting groups. We'll look at it in a second. Let's take a look at the player points again, just so you have an idea. We might have gone over them a little bit too quick, but obviously Enk way up there with 3,100 points, 3,105 actually. Really good teams. Obviously, not all players played as many tournaments, so don't think that they're lesser players just because they have less points. All their team, obviously they're a lower tier, doesn't mean they're actually worse players or a worse team. They just haven't played as many tournaments. Like I said before, if we look at the last team, which is Italy Team B, they have 0 points, and that's just because they haven't played any tournaments. And here for France, you see Wout is actually CCX. That's how I know him anyway, but now he's called Wout. It's going to be awesome to see him play. Finally, we get to see CCX again. So he's playing for Team France. 0 points, so he sucks. No, he doesn't. He's wonderful. So that's kind of the way it works. It's all based off of your previous performance. So again, these are the tiers, and soon we'll have the actual groups so we can see them. This Sunday, don't forget, it's going to be 2 matches. Obviously we don't know who's going to play just yet, but starting at 10 to 8 European time and 10 to 2 Eastern time, we're going to have our first match of the day, the first match of the cup. And then the second one will be at 9:10 European time and 10 past 3 Eastern time for match number 2. Tune in this Sunday. Make sure you take the day off. Don't, do other stuff. Come here, hang out with us, and check the stream. It's going to be awesome. So, really cool. I'm just going to wait for Rambo to fix all the graphics because he does all of it. He's amazing. Rambo, big thumbs up. You're really cool. He made all of this, right? I'm just clicking buttons. That's all I do. I talk and I click buttons. But all the work, it's all Rambo. He does all of it. So all the graphics you see, it's all handmade. He's putting in so much effort, so much work. So, sponsors, if you're watching, give some money. Come on, give us some money. We need it. We're not working for free here, but we kind of are. So, Rambo, you let me know when you're ready.
You have it now, eh?
You have it. That's wonderful. Let me just go back to the schedule before we move on to showing you the awesome maps that Max made. Really cool. Again, big shout out to him. Let me put the schedule on the screen, and then we're going to get the groups out, and we'll talk a little bit about those. So this Sunday, make sure you tune in. It's going to be really cool. They're very fast-paced matches, and you'll see why. Obviously, there's 2v2, but also the maps are really small. Well, some of them anyway. And so make sure you tune in. Support America's Army League. Make sure you follow, by the way. If you haven't followed yet, click on the follow button. Make sure you follow the channel. Subscribe on YouTube. Go do that right now. You have to. It's a must. You must do it. Else you'll get bad luck. That's the way it works. So, group number 1. The British Isles, Netherlands Team B, France, and Italy Team B. Those are all in group number 1. That's a really cool group. Then group number 3, we'll have Croatia, Great Britain, Spain, and Netherlands Team A. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a mess over there. Group number 2, Finland. Whoa, Portugal, Poland Team B, and Germany Team A. Wow, what a group. And then group number 4, obviously everybody looking forward to seeing Eng play. Italy, Germany Team B, Poland, and then Ukraine and Russia. Man, oh man, this is going to be fun. Are you looking forward to it, Rambo? He says yes. He's nodding yes right now. He's going to have a wonderful time. Going through all the demo rec files obviously is so much fun. So, with that said, let's show you the 5 maps that we're going to be playing this tournament over the next month and a half. We're going to have 5 custom-made maps, all made by Max 7. 7 Max. Something like that. Max. Let's go to the game. Rambo, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. So, for map mode, yes, I can speak. See, I'm very good at speaking. Map number 1, this is called Atrium. Ooh, so what's happening over here? It's one big giant circle. So, we have one team spawning over here, and then the other team spawning on the blue side. There's pillars for cover. And we're going to watch Rambo as he shows us kind of what you have to look out for. And let me just turn the sound down real quick. There we go. Sliding and stuff is very hard. So, we're obviously going to be having fights here around the stairwell. Rambo was telling me you kind of have to worry about both the side and upper while you're watching this. So, you're not entirely sure where you have to look. So it's up and down. It's gonna be a lot of frantic looking around. I haven't played it just yet. We're gonna hopefully find a scrim soon so we can actually show you these maps in actions. But for now, we'll just show you what they look like. So yeah, a lot of pillars, a lot of cover, but good sight lines, and it's just gonna be instant combat because you're right in each other's face. Like you spawn, obviously there's cover in the way, the big statue with the stairwell. But apart from that, you're so close to each other. So now you're thinking, well, one grenade and you're dead. So, what do? We turn off grenades. You can only have one set of smokes. No flashbangs. Obviously, the whole map is flash once you throw a flash. And it's a big smoke. The old smokes. The better smokes. I always like the fog, sir. Don't get me wrong. But this is just the superior smoke for pushing and stuff. So yeah. Not really much to show you other than this. This is it. It's just one big circle. Really good job, Max. This is going to be a lot of fun combat, and it's just going to show you who has the better aim. Not so much playing around with the map and cover too much. Obviously, there's some, but there's only so little things you can do. There's so little options, which means it's all based off of your aim. So, good job. Nice. So that's map number 1. It's called Atrium. Let's go on to map number 2, Rambo, which is going to be Quarantine. Now, Quarantine, really cool map. He did a really good job again once with that.
My name's Specialist Dylan.
We're switching to it right now.
Gunslinger Troop.
Well, Dylan is with Gunslinger Troop. It was a really cool video. Riding a tank and stuff. Awesome. Bam! Look at those guns! The loading is a little bit long because they're custom maps. But we have an awesome video to look at, right? So that's good. We might get kicked because sometimes this happens. We did get kicked. Version mismatch. Interesting. Alright, so we'll go back. We're going to go to our favorites. It's a little technical hiccup here. It's okay. It happens. We might be stuck here for a little bit. So, in the meantime, I'll just put my face on the screen so you can laugh at my face because I'm ugly. But not really. I'll just put the groups back on the screen. How about that? While we're waiting for technical difficulties. Obviously not our fault. It's the game's fault. Definitely not my fault. Groups, brackets. Where are they at? Somewhere over here. Schedule. Final groups. There we go. That's it. Found it. Are you in, Rambo? I'm still waiting. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting. Version mismatch. How do you fix that? Why can't I go in there?
yeah, like say Quantor, you have to resubscribe in Steam Workshop.
I have to manually do this? Oh gosh. Resubscribe on the Steam Workshop. I have to manually find the map to do this.
Don't worry, I send you.
So cool groups, right? Let's look at the points again. Let's all stare in wonder at Ank's #1 spot. Just look at this. Wow, it's amazing. It is a really good job. Really good job, Ank. Wonderful player. Well deserved all these points. As we saw him do before, acing left and right. I mean, such a fun player to watch. And there's several, obviously. Not every single player, but there's a lot of them here and here that are really good. All worth their spot, all worth the spotlight, and hopefully we'll be able to show those off. Show off these players and how cool they are. You're all cool. I love all of you. You're all the best. But some are slightly better. So, did you send me something, or am I still waiting? Oh, you did. Wait, now I have to log in on the computer. Wonderful when stuff works, right? It's really cool. Do I have to restart the game too?
Yeah, not much.
Alright, we're restarting the game. Thank you for your patience, everybody. It's APG after all. Let's try again. There we go. Alright, I'm loading in. Awesome. Looking for a game to capture. Oh, that looks good. Oh, there it is. Hey! What is this? It's a bathroom! And there's bathroom sounds. What? So, blue and red. It's very small. And I've played this myself. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed this so much. Really good map. So let's take a look at Rambo. Obviously, one team spawns on the one side, the red side, and the other team spawns on the blue side. We have a fight here in the middle, in the showers. There's some water there, so you know exactly when somebody steps through this. There's some bathroom stalls you can hide in. So there's a lot more cover, obviously, but so many sidelines you have to worry about. But the map is so small, you should know the general direction when somebody moves. Should be alright. There's a hole there you can throw stuff to. Again, no grenade, just the one smoke. And there's flashbangs on this. So one set of flashbangs.
Yeah, one flash.
Okay, so one flash, one smoke. The other one does not have flashbangs, just smokes. So this one has flashbangs allowed. Really cool map. Looks very good. Really good job on this. And again, we played this. There's so much chaos, even for 2v2. It's very fast-paced again. So the rounds will be very quick. And it's really going to show who's better at, you know, baiting, playing the game of chicken, if you've ever played it. You know, who's better at that. better aim. And also, there's some mind games involved. Sidestepping, moving left and right. Really good job. Not much to go over apart from this. It's a very small map, like Atrium. I would say the play area is a little bit bigger in the sense that Atrium is bigger. It's a bigger circle, but you're more hiding behind the pillars, right? There's this one big circle and then an inner circle, whereas this has more walls, so you're moving more through the map than the other one. Much more centrally focused. All right, moving on to map number 3. Gonna be Tuscany. Now, for Tuscany, please don't kick me. Let me in. Can somebody play the let me in meme? Let me in! I need this on the screen right now. Editor. Oh wait, that's me. Alright, we don't have the meme ready. And it seems like we're gonna get kicked again. We're gonna get kicked because science. I can't do anything at it. I'm just staring at the screen.
My favorite part of this job is being able to be part of the team to keep the air.
Main menu. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go, right? Oh. So, I guess... It didn't tell me there was a version mismatch, so it might just work. Aha! I'm in! Hey, capture the flag. So, quick note, this is a 2v2, obviously, for the tournament, but this will also be a 5v5 map. So it's a little bit bigger than the other ones, and we're in Tuscany right now. Looks awesome. So let's just go back to the spawn real quick. Assault spawn. So this is where the assault spawns. Their objective is to pick up this flag over here and then move it towards the extraction, which is all the way over here. No, it's not over here. It's all the way over here. There it is. But we'll walk through the map real quick. So, looking on Rambo, we have these alleys. So there's going to be a lot of combat, a lot of peeking the corners. There's a lot of cubbies too. So this map will have a grenade. Is that correct? One grenade?
Yeah.
So
one grenade, only one grenade by team.
Okay. So
only one player can use it.
So each team will have one grenade and the other will have flashes and smokes. So there's some interesting corners you have to look out for. This is the defense spawn, so they spawn over here. This is what they have to cover. So show us the stairwell peak. So this is definitely something we're going to have to look out for. Is assault coming in with the flag, moving to extraction. People can hide up there. They can actually sit on in the planter box over here too, behind the wall. So if you do not throw the correct grenade and they're in the planter box, can you show us the planter box? Yeah, see bush bookies. I'm one of those guys, right? No, I'm not, but some people are. We're gonna have to worry about the wall blocking the grenade, so it's a little extra thinking about. There's a lot of corners to check. Sight lines. So this is going to be a cross shot. Really cool. All the way from here to the well. This well over here. Obviously assault spawns over there. So really cool job here. It's going to be a lot of chaos. Obviously not so much with 2v2, but definitely when we're moving forward to the new season of America's Army League, we're going to have a 5v5, which is going to be a lot of chaos. A lot of fighting in the alleyways. So long range, linear combat. But cubbies to hide from grenades. Really cool job. He's gonna follow Rambo here. So he shows us around this awesome map. Now for me, with playing without a hut, obviously I'm never gonna see my own teammates because they blend in with the walls. Can you stand next to the wall? Rambo, just stand still next to the wall.
Yeah.
See, I don't see him. Do you see him? He's gone. Totally cannot see him. Alright, moving on. What's our next map? Because this is pretty much it. A lot of alleyways. Urban combat, right? But it's all single level, so it's all just alleys. There's no upper floors. Now this next map is going to be London Street. So from alleyways, we're going to a street. You might recognize this one. And obviously I'm going to get kicked again. So we're going to go back to the final groups, because that's what we're all here for, not just the maps. Ta-da! Group number 1. British Isles and Netherlands Teams B, France and Italy Team B. There are some countries that do not have players apparently that want to represent and help out. I'm missing a couple European countries. So obviously we have more players in several countries like the Netherlands and Italy, so they'll have more players. Are you able to get in, Rambo?
No, keep me too.
Nice. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely not gonna cause any trouble while we're actually playing the matches on stream this Sunday. No problems whatsoever. I promise you. It will all be spotless, you know, no problems, no bugs, no kicks, no nothing. I'm not staring at the loading screen that's just perpetually loading. Not at all. I'm not being sarcastic. Game, come on. Come on, game. Come on. We're loading in. Something's happening. London Street. Ooh. So what's going on over here? Do you recognize it? It's London! Oh, duh. I actually don't know what London looks like. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never been. This is actually Max's version of Spring Street. He remade Spring Street, but it's all for the 2v2. It's gonna be single level. So this is the hotel, but there is no hotel because it's all single level. This is the office, but you cannot go up. It's just the hallway. Rambo will walk through the map. Obviously, this is the middle container. Another quick note, I might have had to say that. It's not capture the flag, it's plant the bomb. Where do we find the bomb, though? It's over there somewhere. That's the office window, single level. Oh, it's in the trash. Oh, yuck. It might smell a little bit. So, first planning objective is right here. Inside the ambulance. We can now go inside of the ambulance. And there's a window. Ooh, you can shoot the lower bank. And obviously they can shoot you too. But first objective, super close to the bomb. So you pick it up. Both teams again have one grenade. Flashes and smokes are ready to go. And the banks. So we still have the bank route. With a shootable wall. And over here is the second objective. Can you show us where the defense spawns? So defense spawns still here. Alright, so there's no more base. There still is a bistro though. Again, all single level, so there's not, you know, too much. It's not too much for 2v2. We only have 4 players, and they shouldn't have too many options. You know, they shouldn't be able to go too many places. The map shouldn't be too big. So it's a really cool idea to put it all on a single level. Great job there, Rambo and Max. Again, we recognize this from the bistro. To fight for the ambulance. There's no crouch. Technically, the bomb is kind of crouch. But yeah, lots of cover, lots of hidey holes, little corners, sight lines. You do such a cool job with this. This window is still shootable. Like we know on Spring Street. And then that wall is a little bit bigger. Could you stand in front of it? So obviously this is the hole we always speak through. But it looks just a little bit different, a little bit easier to shoot through. The window doesn't break, but you know, you will die if you stand on the other side and get shot. And obviously the bank window also. Can you shoot the bank? Lower bank, yeah, there we go. That window is still shootable. It's the only one. So there's several windows on the outside, but there's only one that you can shoot through. Really cool job. Looks awesome. Looking forward to seeing this in action, 2v2, but also 5v5. Now I'm hoping that Max is able to add the elevation back in for the 5v5. I mean, I still have to see this in action. Hopefully soon this week. I might get a scrim here to get the 5v5 on and see what the chaos, how it works, and if it is actually doable to keep it this way, or if we need some extra room to play with here on London Street. So never would have thought of making Spring Street into London, but it works great. Really good job. Nice map. Looking forward to it. And then we're gonna go to our last map, and we're obviously gonna get kicked again. It's gonna be a Breakout. Now Breakout is personally my favorite of all the maps he made. It's a really good job. You will recognize it. And again, I'll give you a hint. Everything is one level instead of two. So he squished together the two levels into one, like, you know, upper and bottom, top floor and lower floor, into one floor. And I have to say the result is really darn cool. I cannot wait to see the matches on this. Again, this is going to be a 2v2 map for the tournament. I'm going to get kicked again, so I'll just put my face on. It's going to be a 2v2 for this Sunday, obviously, if it gets played. But, you know, over the next month and a half. But it will also be playable 5v5. And I'm pretty sure he has it running on a server. We'll check that out, maybe put it out on social media or something. So download the map, put it on the servers. It's awesome to see this. It's really cool. I might be hyping it up a little bit too much, but I think it looks really cool. I've been complaining about grenades on this map for 6 or 7 years now, and it's no more problem. So when we actually get into the game, I can show you. But really good job. Haven't played a scrim myself, so I can't. I'm hyping it up, and I can't actually tell you if it is actually that good. But it looks really good. It's called Breakout. We're gonna try to go back into it right now. I think we're loading in. So wait and see. We're in, and now we switch. Oh. Rambo, walk us through. Let's see if the viewers can see what it actually is. Oh, what is this poster? Euro Nations Cup. Oh, that looks good. Some advertisement right there. Nice. Oh. There's some breakable glass and unbreakable glass. So it literally says bulletproof glass. So you cannot shoot through that. It's for balancing purposes. This, I'll give you a hint. We're north right now on the original map. That is, we're now on a bridge, technically. If you still haven't recognized it, you kind of should. Any comp player should know what this map is now. This is a really cool version of Crossfire. He did an awesome job. Good job, Max. And Rambo. And the balancing team. So, we're going to talk about that bulletproof window. This is obviously the middle bridge. They added some windows. So over here, there's actually an extra window that they can jump through. There's so much combat, so many sidelines. I love that it's all singular. Like it's one level. I never would have thought of doing this, and I told Rambo this. I think it works. I really think it's a good job. So it's all just one story. This is the south container. And this is obviously the extraction, like it was. You even call it container, as you can see. And then here we have, normally we have the south stairs that go up, and this is the barricade that looks into spawn. This is now covered up, so we still have to, you know, it's tough to decide if that's a good thing or not. But we now have a fight from the north bridge into the spawn. There's windows there. You're immediately in the objective room. It's now called it Yellow Office. So obviously the middle bridge, these sidelines are way too overpowered, right? So that's why they're bulletproof glass. Still want to see this in action if it actually, you know, if it works the way it should. But it's such a cool job. You did an awesome job. I can't wait to see this Sunday, hopefully. Teams, don't ban to Sunday. Okay, play it. I think this is going to be a favorite of many players. I might be completely wrong. Maybe I'm just, a little biased here. Crossfire sucks to me. This is now a good Crossfire. There's no more grenades. You see, there's a roof. You can throw a grenade through the roof because there's a roof. Yay!
Flag out. Reloading.
Grenades are balanced, sort of, but not really. But a little bit better. And that is Crossfire, guys. Well, actually, it's called Breakout now. Cool hologram over there. Rambo has difficulty jumping through the window. Oh, because there's a window pane. Who would have thought there's glass in the window? Huh. But that's it, guys. Crossfire is now Breakout. What do you think? Put it in the chat. You like it? You like the maps? Are you looking forward to it? Players, viewers? Looks good. So, that's it, guys. The 5 maps that we're going to be playing. Atrium, big circle. Quarantine is the bathroom. Really good job on that one. That was the first one I played. I was very excited about it, seeing this for the 2v2. Lots of action, fast pace, so the rounds are going to be so quick. Third is Tuscany. I knew that from the top of my head. I didn't have to look at a piece of paper at all. Fourth, London Street. Really good job on that. Again, would never have done it myself, but it works out and it looks really good. Can't wait to see that both 2v2 and 5v5. So, is there any teams in the chat? Please, scrim this week or some so we can stream it and have some fun. And then, obviously, the last one, Breakout. A really cool job. But yeah, that's it. The 5 maps. Big thumbs up. Shout out to Max. Check out his work. Again, you'll know him from Raptus. He made Raptus, which is in rotation, or it's not in rotation, or it is, I don't know. It's in vote list anyway, so you can play it. It's cool. It's been in the game for a while. Yeah. Anything else? I mean, that we have to go over. Let's take a look at the groups one more time. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3, and Group 4. The 4 tiers have all been distributed, and we'll be seeing those this Sunday. Well, obviously only 2 matches, so 4 teams to be determined. Let's look at the schedule. It's going to be this Sunday. Clear your schedule. Whatever you're doing, stop it and come check this out. Huh? It's going to be fun. So support us. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by, talking in chat, and make sure you hit the follow button. Subscribe monetarily. Support Rambo. Because, there's so much work that's being done, and nobody's paying anybody. So yes, Army, please give us money. Subscribe on YouTube too. And we'll see you. We'll see you this Sunday. Bye.